Hi guys, I hope that you're all doing well. We're here with a general reading. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. These readings are timeless, in case anybody's curious. Alright, we're starting off with the Page of Cups. Your intuition was spot on with something I'm seeing. There may be a conversation that's going to be happening where it's going to be very, very important for you to kind of remain calm. You want to take action pragmatically. To have the King of Cups come out in the way that it did, what this is looking like is that potentially it could be a somewhat triggering conversation, or it could be something where if you're not feeling grounded, you may say something that later on you'll come back and be like, I should have worded that differently, something like that. So you just want to represent yourself well. You want to feel good about the way you represent yourself. So it's like, take care of that now, be mindful of that now, so you don't have to look back. It's like you can kind of edit things in real time. But also, if you don't, it's just going to be a learning experience. So, it's all good either way. I do even get this sense of Page of Cups is looking like a heads up to me. Almost like, yeah, you sensed something, you knew something was coming, nearing the end. I'm looking at the Ten of Swords. You may have had like a preview of this, or even like an intuitive knowing, a psychic knowing that this was going to happen. Like, I'm seeing Page of Cups be an intuitive message or like a feeling that you had before something took place, where you could have easily discounted it, but you would have felt this coming up for you prior to something taking place, that maybe it would have been... See, it's like this, when it comes to your wishes, who's going to wish for this? You know, it's painful, something's coming to an end. Most of us are like, let's avoid that if we can, because the Ten of Swords is like, something's going to kind of hurt about this, even if it's just for a moment. And so your intuition could have been like, hey, this is popping up, but that part of you that's like, I don't want to hear about that. So in retrospect, you could have been like, I knew this all along, but when it happens, you could be shocked for a moment, but then you remember that your intuition was like, I told you that this was going to be happening. It's like this feeling that there was an inevitable ending that would be happening, something feeling even quite painful as one experiences it. But I'm seeing you kind of get ahead of the curve here, and I am also looking at the Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck, which shows like you come out on top after this experience. So but yeah, intuitively, you definitely would have known that this was coming. You might feel conflicted because you're on your own now, or you might have some inner turmoil that you're experiencing that you're reflecting on and looking into. It seems like it is connected with this ending for you. But with the Hermit, it looks kind of like you're on your own or within your own energy, and you may be thinking about potentially an argument that you had with someone, or you just feeling, it can be both, okay? It can be inner conflict that you're feeling, or something that you feel unsettled about, turmoil that you're experiencing. and it can also be a reflection of something that took place between you and another person. Because you may not feel particularly happy, and that can be why this is coming up for you. Like, something is definitely inspiring you, motivating you to think about this, because you don't feel completely at ease. Okay, this was a relationship that you had. I'm seeing this as past tense. So you had feelings while you were in the relationship that this was kind of inevitably going to come to an end with this person, but you may have been trying to, yeah, here that conversation is. This is what I saw come out before. Well, it didn't come out before, but it was in the shuffle. It looks like you know better than to take something on. Okay, we're going to get further and see what that's about. So I'm seeing a relationship. It looks like an official or established relationship where there would have been, yeah, things that were established between you and this person. Kind of like a commitment or a contract, things of that nature. But you may feel a bit different from this person. I want to get further and see. Can be a water sign, can be an air sign. I'm also looking at Virgo here too. Ah, fire sign. I think we have everybody here. So you may be getting to a point, for some of you, there were 3 people involved in this situation. You may be getting to a point where you've been thinking about you and this person and kind of how you interact with one another. It's like if you were sitting at a table with them or like doing things within your life, what is like the actual chemistry between you and this person? Like, can you guys actually get along? Is there the right type of chemistry? Here, I am kind of seeing a mismatch when it comes to the energies. There's a whole lot of masculine energy here. I'm not seeing any feminine energy. So it may be something where, like, when you have a lot of masculine energy and a lack of feminine energy, at least like in this snapshot of what I'm seeing here, there can be things like aggression or people being very assertive, or there being like a lot of clashing and headbutting, things like that. So that may have been part of the issue. And there can also be like sensitivities and reactivities because of those things as well. Because I'm seeing like not holding back emotionally necessarily, not holding back verbally necessarily, and like getting really fired up about certain things and then having there be clashing because of that. So now this is becoming relevant because there is some sort of opportunity that is connected with this person. Even though I do get, what I'm seeing here is that you guys already went through an ending. Things do feel unresolved. It's like it may have ended quite painfully. You may still be feeling inner turmoil because of this. Like, it looks like a lack of closure, at least that one person is feeling. And one person that may not have said anything about this, because the hermit's all alone, and the hermit is like not really wearing their heart on their sleeve, you know. So somebody is feeling this turmoil. If it's not you, it's the other person. And again, they haven't said anything yet. And they're thinking about your relationship. They're thinking about like the emotional connection, the intellectual connection, like you guys doing things together. And they're actually considering potentially coming through and being like, hey, do you want to open that door again? That door that was like closed and nailed shut. I'm seeing something that looks like an intense ending between you and this person. They're trying to manifest a connection with you. Like, they want to know, again, like, if you want to invest in, like, opening that door together with them, like, do you want this opportunity? But you may just have a feeling that it's kind of the same thing as it was last time, and you have this feeling of kind of impending doom about the whole situation. Like, it's not really something that's meant to last or made to last. What I'm getting to is that this could have really taught you a lot about emotional maturity. There was definitely big emotional development that you made. And needing to know how to use your words wisely and carefully when it came to this person. But I'm getting like a more aggressive energy on their part, and I mean that can be on a sliding scale, but this may be somebody, I'm seeing like fire characteristics, so this can be somebody that, like, when they're triggered they may blow up a little bit, or maybe have a hard time managing their big emotions. But they're also somebody that, like, thinks a lot too about stuff. So it's kind of, I don't know. I'm seeing this King of Wands as being someone that, like, may overcompensate a little bit sometimes. Like, it's like this. I'm seeing you more in this air energy, and you can reverse it if you want. I'm seeing you more in an air energy where you could, there's conflict between the two of you. You can verbally say things that will trigger this person into acting up. Because I'm not seeing there be smoothness. There's like a square between your energies. There's a 5 between the two of you, which means things feeling like conflict and uncomfortable. And I'm getting like one person being like in a more intellectual energy where it's like if they go against this person, they would be using their words and using their intellect and like psychologically getting to this person. And this person on the other end is maybe like more brute force, or like it's somebody that would definitely act before they're thinking about it. Like, they would just react very quickly. But then I'm seeing them kind of go on their own and be reflecting on this. So it may have given them the opportunity to kind of reflect on how they're showing up, is what this looks like. But I mean, I guess you didn't deter them enough that they're not still thinking about you, because I'm seeing this person be like, well, maybe I want another opportunity with them. Like, this is materializing for them. This is becoming legitimate for them. This is going, it's starting to go beyond just like a daydream or a thought that they're having. And they're actually thinking about creating some sort of action with this, meaning reaching out to you. Yeah. They're trying to get back together with you. This is somebody you were with before. Things did not end well with this person. They also may think that it would be like mutually beneficial for you guys to be together as well. But the relationship would not be like it was before. But maybe only because you're... well, who's to say that they haven't changed too? But I'm seeing like you've definitely changed a lot. What I was saying before about like this opportunity, this experience that you had with this person, it really created an immense, large-scale opportunity for you to go through a very intense transformation emotionally and energetically. Like, this could have been the beginning of something big that was kicked off for you, that even helped you connect your water energy to your air energy, which is kind of like connecting the heart space to the head space. Maybe something had been feeling disconnected before. So even though it derived from a place of pain, it like motivated you to change and kind of come into your own and develop in a necessary way. So definitely getting a strongly resilient energy for you, absolutely. So yeah, so either way you cut it, things would not be the same between you and this person. Like, it would be a new kind of thing that you would start with them. I don't think you're into it, though. That's what the signs are saying. Something may have really put such a bad taste in your mouth that you are not about this. And I don't think that it's just that. I think what went down between you and this person put a bad enough taste in your mouth to be realistic and to actually look at the red flags that weren't working, because I'm seeing the way that you have changed and developed. This does not appeal to you anymore. Like, being with this person, it's like before you may have been in matching frequencies, and this may have been a compatible energy with you, is really what I mean when I say that, where like you guys would have magnetized and appealed to one another enough to create like a cohesive commitment or relationship or establish a foundation with this person, or try to anyway. But because of the ending, this created some sort of change within you because of like it seems like the severity of the ending with this person and like how things went down. Where you even thought like this relationship will never be brought back to life. Meanwhile, this person on the other end is like thinking about calling you up. But coming back to your energy, I'm seeing that because of this being a catalyst for a very intense sort of change and transformation emotionally for you within your life, like your vibration has shifted, it's changed now. So you have like developed, you've raised your vibration. And so wherever this person is, your vibrations are no longer compatible with one another. So even though this person is coming through and being like, hey, I'm stepping up to the plate, I'm trying to be with you now, it's like because of the change that you've gone through, this no longer appeals to you. So you would actually... And I'm seeing like before you may not have been so like clear cut, like maybe you were less direct in the past. Now I'm seeing you be very direct, and it's like I'm not going to shy away from being honest with this person, and it's not in an aggressive way of like I'm gonna show them or hurt their feelings or anything like that. It's just you being in a space where you're like, this doesn't resonate with me anymore, and just leave it at that. But I'm seeing like this person is going to be triggered by this. So, and again, like this comes back to you watching how this person reacts to you when this person, it's like this person comes through and they're like, hey, I'm trying to get together again, like showing up after this amount of time where you thought this was never going to happen again. And you're like, okay, I hear you, I see you, but this doesn't resonate with me. It's not something that I want. And then this person is going to react, definitely seems like kind of in a similar way to how things ended. Like this person's just in a space where they're going to take that as a personal attack. Because they're putting you in a conditional space. And so this is kind of going to solidify to you that you're making the right choice, and also why you're not compatible with this person anymore. It's like, can you imagine that? Somebody comes back around, says, do you want this? Making it sound as if they're giving you a choice, and when you tell them what your choice is, they blow up at you. Sounds like you're making the right call here by being like, nah, I'm good. So I'm looking at the Ace of Swords. This feels like, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, this person's coming through and they're going to make an offer to you. They're going to be upset that you say no. It doesn't make that that's not an excuse for them reacting in the way that you do when you say no to them. I think they'll also be surprised. Like, they may be somebody that doesn't usually get turned down. I definitely get, like, the sense of a bruised ego, like, with this fire energy here. Okay, but this is going to be helpful because I'm seeing that, like, you creating a bond with this energy is not going to be good for either of you anyway. And I mean, go with what you feel like is right within this situation. This isn't, like, you being told what to do. Like, if this resonates with you, it resonates with you. If this reading doesn't resonate with you, then don't take it. Let me just look at this for a minute. It may be hard to watch the way that this person responds. It may also be hard for you to kind of like step it up and do what needs to be done, but it's necessary because you're not trying to recreate unhealthy dynamics, and that's really what this comes down to. Like, this is no longer something that you want within your life, and it's no longer a karmic cycle that's relevant to you or resonating with you, unless it is. But I'm seeing that, like, you have big goals now, and I'm seeing you also have, like, a lot of responsibilities, and you're in a spot where you're like, I'm not sabotaging the things that I'm going after for this. Like, for what? So also, too, for some of you, things escalated very quickly. When I say escalated, specifically what I'm talking about is that, like, when you first got together with this person, it's like you could have just been in like the baby steps of a relationship, like just kind of connecting with your feelings and like just creating a bond with them, where this is like the very beginning stages of a relationship, and then like immediately gotten into a commitment with this person, or like things got serious very quickly. This is like a very drastic step up. And then it's like, and then you guys are kind of meeting together as people, and it's kind of like, I don't know, something happened where there was like something that began to evolve within the relationship, and it went, when it got down to just like the two of you as people without the whole like mirage of everything else that's connected with this, it's like things ended up collapsing. But yeah, it gave you the opportunity to really change and to grow emotionally. I'm hearing circus. I'm looking at Gemini, Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, but I'm also looking at like water signs, air signs, and also fire signs here too. But yeah, this also gave you the opportunity to develop your voice as well. Because I'm seeing like a change really did occur and happen, and you are kind of like enjoying the spoils of it, we can say, of the change and the growth that you've gone through. So it's not just like, I'm going through it right now. It's like you've come out onto the other side, and you are actually like enjoying this new page of your life that you've opened, where you feel like you've grown emotionally, and you get to enjoy those aspects of that, which has also made you more clear, and also like maybe more clear, assertive, just straightforward when you have to communicate, you know, like not sugarcoating things or being like, I'm gonna save this person's feelings. Like, you may feel you're more honest now, or maybe it's more important to you to really be mindful of the words that you're using, especially when something doesn't resonate with you, even if that is going to create a conflict with somebody, that it may be difficult to have a conflict, because nobody wants to have a conflict with this person. It's like, this is This is somebody that may like have big reactions. They may really not take rejection well, things like that with the fire energy, because fire is like reactive and responsive and movement, and it's higher energy. And so like when that energy is triggered, when somebody's like, that feels like a fight to me, you know, and may kind of be like a more tantrum energy too. Like this person may have like volatile emotions, but then it's like when they calm down, they go back and they're thinking about it, and like they may feel like this is the thing, they may feel really like they had a missed opportunity with you, and that they really want you in their life, and that this is the right move for them to make, is to come forward and make this offer to you. And on your side of things, the thing for you to do is to say no, because it's not resonating with you, and it is what it is. It's about like being honest here. So it's like this person is doing what they need to do, and so are you. But yeah, with the devil coming out, this feels like a warning, definitely. If there was like something unhealthy going on, or codependency, or somebody has an issue or a problem or an addiction, or like a chakra that's out of alignment that became problematic, something like that, seems like that thing is still going on. So just be mindful of that, okay? If you are considering maybe getting back in the mix with this person, okay? So yeah, use your best judgment. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for connecting. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.